It's your boy, famous out on TV.
I go by Book J. What's the movie?
What's going on with it?
Man, you know what we doing, man. We in Memphis with it. You know, we've been on tour a couple months, so I'm back in Memphis with it. What we doing?
Like I've been hearing about that. So you the DJ Khaled of Memphis.
Hey, you know, that's a funny story because you know we just signed. So yeah, we've been working, bro.
So hold on, you just signed a deal?
Yeah, I just signed to a distribution deal. You know, I'm trying to keep all my masters, so I just signed distribution. So you know, it was a little help. Do a little bit more for me than I can do for myself. That's what I told him.
Yeah. Real talk. So like you getting deals and shit. Like how did this shit coming about? How did this shit start? First of all,
man, I've been DJing for about 9 years, and well, 9 to 10 years now. So I started DJing in my dorm room. So just like elevate with that. Like I went from DJing in my dorm room to doing weddings. I felt like I didn't have to focus on clubs. You know, a lot of club promoters and stuff will try to cut you out. So I tried to do a lot of weddings, and like during that, like I remember when Dolph first came up, I remember going to his first listening parties and stuff like that, and nobody knew what I did. And I told him, I said, bro, I'm getting my money from weddings and like just building relationships with like people like Dolph. I've been around Gotti. I've been around just different people, just building relationships. So yeah, just like that, bro. Like you do right, you do good business by people, and I mean, you know, you might get signed.
Real talk, real talk. So like by being around niggas like Gotti and Dolph, how did that inspire you to go harder?
I mean, I grew up listening to Dolph and Gotti. Well, Dolph later, but like in college, but I grew up listening to Gotti and 3-6. So like being around people like that, and now being around them, and I wasn't around them back then, and getting to be around them now, it's like it's crazy. Like being around Gotti, like I try to be just as big of a boss as he is. So like I try not to say too much. I try to make sure I don't steer too hard. I don't want to come off like a fan. So like it's one of those things where like, bro, like it's one of those things like I get respect because I come with people with a lot of energy, and I come with people with ideas. So like if you are a DJ or artist out there, because it's the role that I'm putting myself in, I'm putting myself in an artist role because I'm a DJ that get records. So when I get around artists, I always have good ideas. So like when you get around these artists, I'm gonna give y'all a little tip. When y'all get around these artists, I always have good deals. Then build a relationship with the DJs. I know a lot of artists think that they can do it with just social media. You can do it with social media, like kind of like NLE Chopper did, but it's a good thing to build these relationships with these DJs. Cause I got about 400 DJs in my network right now. So whatever I release, they gonna play it.
So like, is you working with upcoming artists? Like,
yeah, what I try to do is I try to merge a lot of upcoming artists with like artists that have made it before, artists who have been there before. So yeah, I find talent. Like one of my artists, Trey Sway, he from Clarksdale, Mississippi. I'm working with a girl from Ohio. You don't hear a lot of artists coming out of Ohio. Some artists in Atlanta, but I try not to use Atlanta because the Atlanta market is oversaturated and overused. Of course, I got a lot of artists that I'm working with in Memphis, so I mean, you know, I got the Finesse 2 times. I got YP Hood Rich.
Hold on, you said Finesse?
Yeah, I got a jump with Finesse's on my album. I was gonna release it when he got before he got locked up. We shot the video, we got the song mixed, mastered, and everything. Then you know, he had this little situation, so. I ain't gonna speak on his situation, but we do have some work that I ain't wanna ride this brother negative way. I'm gonna make it regardless, like I'm gonna make it regardless.
So like that ain't out?
No, it ain't out. It's not out yet. So I gotta it's on the album. It's on the album. Amazing Entertainment, Any Major. Y'all gonna have to tune in now. We ain't gonna just interview and not tune in. Y'all have to check me out.
Yeah, so like coming out of Memphis, what part of Memphis is you from?
Alright, so here go the tricky part. So I grew up in the suburbs, so I ain't even gonna try to act hard on camera. So, but I'm real respected because my folks from Westwood. So, like, my grandfather, his biggest thing was moving us out the hood, moving his family out the hood. My family, we had about 6 houses in Westwood, so we stayed on. I can pick out the houses on both sides of the street, but like when I was growing up, and so when I turned like 8, 9. They took me out of Westwood because I didn't know, they made us come home with the street lights came on. I thought that was just joking. But apparently, I mean, stuff didn't get friendly at night. So we moved. I mean, I lived in Cordova, I ain't gonna fry. I lived in Lakeland. Shit, I went to Arlington High School. I ain't gonna fly. So, you know, I ain't gonna try to act like a hood nigga. I'm not,
so like,
but I'm real respected.
So like, by you getting out the hood, did that better your career?
So, you gotta think. I was a little kid in the hood. So I'm seeing family members. I got my dad still in the hood. I got my aunt that kind of raised me in the hood. Then I got my grandfather owned a farm. So it's like I kind of got the best of both realities. Like what I tell people all the time, like it ain't being in the hood, it's making it out the hood, which I'll need to try to be doing. Like I don't want to go back. I don't want to act like I'm hood. I ain't never had to join no gangs. I ain't had to do none of that. I done seen niggas that did that went to Arlington, and I mean they life might not be so pretty right now. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm doing good. I ain't going back to that. I ain't trying to go back.
So like, how you signing deals?
Yeah.
I see the whip. Like,
I mean, you know, I bought myself a Benz truck. I mean, I really signed myself because, I mean, it's a distribution deal, so I didn't ask them for no money because, I mean, you know, we making enough money. You know, I got a couple little things going on. I try to have a couple different streams of income. So, you know, I try to brag on myself, but like over the years, like I've been a good businessman. I done made some good investments to be so young. So yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
So like, is you working with the upcoming artists as far as them reaching out to you, want to get their shit spent in the club, get their shit, you know, added to a mixtape?
So with up and coming artists, like if y'all email me, I listen to every single thing that up and coming artists email me because I used to be big on mixtapes, and I used to blend a lot of mixtapes in with a lot of up and coming artists and a lot of major artists. So that's kind of how I made my name. Even with my album, I'm doing the same thing, but I didn't figure out how to get paid a little bit more off of what I was doing because I'm making a major investment with the album. It's not like a mixtape. A lot of people don't get paid off mixtapes. I'm not gonna charge for slots. I never charge for slots. A lot of DJs penny pinch and charge niggas for slots. I ain't gonna hate on them. Get y'all money, y'all hustling. But I ain't never had to do that. I always mess with people on the strength, like fuck with niggas on the strength, because I know that if I mess with you, if I need you for something, you might mess with me. I don't like to build no relationships on money like that, because if you build it on opportunity, then I mean you can make more out of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Real talk. So like, what artists is you working with right now? And like, what can they be expecting next from you?
Okay, so I'm working on an indie but major album right now. So it's gonna be self-titled. My distribution company is Amazing Entertainment. So it's gonna be Amazing Entertainment Indie Major. We trying to do, man, we just indie but major, so we want to let niggas know, like, even though we ain't got no major bag behind us, we still major. Like, the sound gonna be major, the video probably is gonna be major. I'm trying to shoot a video for every single motherfucking song on there. So niggas, don't steal my idea, because it costs a lot of money. So don't steal my idea. But as far as artists I'm working with, you know, my first ever single, I had Young LA on it out of Atlanta. So like, I just try to like reach out to people and like grow relationships. I never even met Young LA. I met him online. So for people that's wondering how to network, you just have to talk. It don't hurt to DM. It don't hurt to comment. It don't hurt to ask questions. That's how I meet people. Finesse 2 times, like I said, I never met Finesse, but E20, an artist that I was the official DJ for, he connected me with Finesse. So it's just asking questions, and I mean, like I said, ask for favors. I mean, don't be afraid to ask for favors, especially if you know you done handed out favors. Then, like I said, Gorilla Zoe. I ain't gonna tell y'all how I met Gorilla Zoe, but I never seen him before, other than FaceTime. So it was just one of those power moves that I made. And I mean, it's certain ways that you can market yourself. So just holler at me. If y'all need any advice, just holler at me, and then I guess y'all.
How can they hit you up?
So you can hit me up, my website down right now, but hit me up on my Gmail, DJJAYWODS. I'm not gonna give you my phone number because I don't know what my situation gonna look like, and I don't feel like changing my number. But hit me up on the gram, DJJAYWODS. My Facebook business page, DJJAYWODS. Amazing Entertainment. Just hit me up. Hey, I'm ready to work too. So I mean, if you know I got an album out now, I'm working on another album. Then we working on the album after that. I'm on some Diddy, won't stop, can't stop. Shout out to my boy T.